Well, I was lucky. I've been out in the Worcester area for a year, and in 9.5 months, I found housing, affordable housing. My rent's not high. I can afford it, and I'm in a great area. I'm on disability, and I don't get too much money. Now, if I was in here and I would had to pay anything close to market rates, it would drain me. I wouldn't have money for food, clothes, or transportation or anything, even though at the time transportation is free out here. So it makes it easier to have it to be able to afford the housing. And I came to Worcester. I'm from Boston, and I was dealing with addiction for a while. And out there in Boston, I was homeless. I was basically couch surfing, and I decided to change my life around. And I came to Worcester, and I went into some programs. And while in the programs, I just filled out some applications for Worcester housing, and I was I was just I don't know, I was blessed. I was blessed to get it in the time that I did. This is my first time ever having my own apartment, and I'm enjoying it. And the rent is reasonable. I've changed my life drastically, and now having housing, I'm not wandering the streets. I'm not involved in any of the activities out on the streets or anything out there. I do what I have to do to maintain what I have because I'm very appreciative and grateful for it. I I received housing through the Worcester Housing Authority for my disability. They called me in and told me they had something, an apartment to show me, and they showed me this apartment, and it was being fixed up because I guess whoever lived in it did a little damage to it. And I did a walkthrough of it's a one bedroom. I did a walkthrough of it, and I told them I'll take it. And when they finished fixing it up, it it fits me well. It fits me well. Also, but I'm also still on the list for Section 8. So I'm still waiting on. I'm also so I'm still waiting on Section 8. My story is through addiction has also been a lot of time in and out of prison. And from 2001 to 2018, I was incarcerated. I got out in 2018 while I was in Boston. I signed up for housing, and I was calling, and calling. And I called during COVID, and I signed up in May of 2018 when I got out of prison. I got out in March. I signed up in May, and I called during COVID to see where I was on the list. And that was in 2020. They told me they were still in like 2009. So I was like, wow. I said, so I'm gonna be homeless for a long time. I'm not. I don't plan on getting no apartment or nothing for a long time. And so the best thing I did was come to Worcester and remain in Worcester. Since I got housing out here, I just said Boston's in my past. Worcester's now my home. In the 1 year time span and being dedicated to what I'm doing, I've accomplished a lot. I accomplished things that I never imagined I accomplished in 1 year. And it shows me that with the hard work and dedication to really change your life, that it's possible, even at my age. I'll be 57 years old June 1st. So I'm very grateful for everything that's come my way, and I'm dedicated to continue and maintain it. what I have. Well, I know a lot of people that's going through the process that I went through that's on the list for housing. And I know two that just got it. And I know one who's very close and he's real low on the list. He's real low on the list and it's coming up. But a lot of people that's going through the process of recovery and trying to change their life around, they are, you know what I'm saying, they have to put in for housing out here in Worcester. Some are getting it and some are not. But I found it much easier to get housing in Worcester than in Boston. But I know Boston and Worcester is totally different when it comes to the housing situation. But it seems to me that here in Worcester, if you work for what you want and you stay focused, that it eventually comes. Not in your time, but in God's time. But we all want it when we want it. It's not going to come when we want it because the time when we want it, we might not be capable of maintaining it at the time. So if I would have got it when I was in Boston, doing the things that I was doing and the things I was involved in, who's to say that I would have been able to maintain it and hold on to it? So it came when I was ready, and God felt that I was ready for it and ready to hold on to it. And this is the time. People that's out there struggling, that's leaving 3/4 houses and sober houses because there's a when you come out here and get recovery, there's a process of the things you do if you're gonna stay. If you're trying to stay in recovery, it goes detox, CSS, a halfway house, a sober house. After a sober house, and if you're not working to maintain to pay the rent for the sober house, then you're back on the streets if you don't get housing by it. And I was very blessed and lucky because the time for my sober living was running out. I had 2 weeks left in there, and I got my apartment when I had 2 weeks left. And I was really thinking, what am I going to do? I don't have the money to pay them the rent that they want monthly here because the rent and the sober living was more than what I'm paying for rent now a month. So it was just a blessing that the housing came along within that 2 weeks that I had left. Well, I can say one thing is that, like I said, the first time is it's not gonna come when you want it. It's gonna come when your life is in order and you can maintain it. It's gonna come in God's time when God feels you can maintain it. Now, there's people out there who probably can maintain it at this time, but there's also some out there that can't and that's not ready. And that's sad to say that they're out there. There's a lot of homeless people out there that need housing. And they are building a lot of apartments out here in Worcester at the moment. There's a lot of buildings going up for new housing out here at the time right now at the moment. And I just hope that the people that really need it, that they can help. They can help the people because I went from running the streets and being on mass and cats in a tent to just really just making the decision to change my life around and to get out of that. And like I said, in 1 year time span, I've accomplished so much. And also, there's programs out here that help you with so much. Like after I got my apartment, there's a program out here called Open Sky that help people through recovery. They took me shopping. They furnished my entire apartment, everything brand new. And the case manager that I have there, she's also paid my rent for the first 5 months. So all of that is a blessing in the program that they have. They're out here. You just have to do your research and find them. And these programs also assist you and guide you through getting housing. She's a housing navigator also, and they have some good programs out here to help people if they want to help. You gotta want to help.